Ooh, the wind. Windy. It's windy. Hi guys. How's it going? We're
Let's see when I get the.
I got my hairs cut.
Oh, it's so bad.
By Corey. It's
really,
not bad. It's
really
great.
Not great. Hey,
it's
looks like we're live.
It's great. It's
okay.
It's fantastic. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well this evening. We are in the great outdoors. Hold on. I'll undo this. Hold on. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Rodrigo, what's up,
Rodrigo,
man?
what's going on, man? We got your shipment out, Rodrigo.
Sure did.
Still working on some others. I just adjusted the camera so you guys can see the campfire. Hope you guys are doing well, Sierra Man. What's going on, Borderline Explorer?
Hey,
we're going to answer your questions tonight about the videos that we did this week. Isn't that interesting? You guys have no idea what videos we did this week, right? All the days are running together. What did I do yesterday?
We did the freeze-dried food.
Right. We did freeze-dried food yesterday. You like this?
You guys,
huh?
No, it's really bad. It's really bad.
It's great.
So
it's good.
I'm going to watch some tutorials on YouTube about.
My hair looks.
Please.
My hair looks fine, you guys. So no mohawk.
No.
Any rides in Virginia? I did that last year. You guys did a ride in Virginia last year. I certainly want to do that again at some point once we're traveling around again.
Ginger and Opus.
Hello. Do we have our bear spray? Have in the past. I think I don't have bear spray right now. Anytime you guys ask away. Ask your questions. I will answer them.
Okay,
Corey will answer them. Okay, I'm going to stop talking so that I can hold right now because Corey just told me to hold.
Something we're going to work on.
Yes.
In this and other videos is
more fire?
Not talking over each
other.
More
fire? Should we do more?
We've gotten some feedback from the community.
When?
When have we not gotten feedback from the community?
The community doesn't give us feedback. Hey, OB. 1024.
Hey,
Jose, what's going on,
Jose?
Man? How's it going?
Okay. Really quick, I'm just going to go through
some quick questions.
Just call out where people are.
Okay.
Mark, Texas. What's up, Texas?
Broomfield.
And hey, Oahu.
Ozarks.
Right on. Oh, hey, Alex.
Hey, Arkansas.
Arizona, Idaho, Virginia, Arizona, Tacoma, Washington. What's up, Dwayne?
Oh, jeez.
Stop and don't touch. Okay, Corey, my wife has lupus, and we're just starting to daydream about overlanding. Can you share a little bit about your experience, if it relates? It certainly does relate. So what I will say specifically is to have a good, honest assessment and take inventory of the physical limitations that your wife has. That way you know which type of terrain, you can know just how adventurous you can get. For me, I'm not able to help if there's anything that happened to a tire or would require any lifting. I can't help. So we always make sure that where we travel is appropriate for any sort of emergency situation.
We don't clamber around rocks.
No, we don't push it.
Yeah.
The other thing is to have the best footwear possible. I know for me, I can't go off camber at all, so I have to have a lot of support in my shoes, and I have to be prepared with lots of options for painkillers, and in general, just have to take very, very, very good care of myself. Every time I get in and out of the truck, I am very slow and methodical. Falling would be not ideal.
Not acceptable.
And then as far as your wife goes, do whatever you can to make her comfortable and make her feel safe, especially like if her wrists are super flared up and in general just kind of gunky. I can go on and on, but I will say the first time I went overlanding with Michael back in 2011, it was a pretty profound experience to realize that I was getting to see views and go to areas of the Sierras that I would not be able to get to because I physically can't hike them.
Yep.
So there's a lot to overlanding that can get into that overlanding, off-road, recreation, the sport, for people with disabilities like me, being able to get there and to see the things I've seen, and I don't know, I can go on and on and on. But basically, it gave me some life experience back. That's all I'll say about it.
That's one of the joys of overlanding. You know, is that you know, if folks with disabilities can depend on our rigs to get us there, and that's why we build out our rigs, right? We make sure they're capable, reliable, and we can go out into the backcountry, even if we're not as mobile as we would like to be.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, let's see. There's been some questions. I see a bunch of people chiming in from, you know, from Australia, from Mexico. You guys, everybody, thank you. Somebody said don't forget Oklahoma, so I registered that. I know I'm not mentioning everybody, but thank you guys for hanging out with us. We really do appreciate it.
Tina Girl Gone Road, hi from Sausalito.
Hey, what's going on? My brother lives in Sausalito.
He sure does.
You might see him walking around. He looks kind of like me.
Oh, so fun fact. Michael has a twin brother.
I do.
His twin brother was doing some work in South America.
Yep.
And somebody
in Brazil.
Somebody said, "Hey."
Yeah.
And he
gets recognized sometimes.
He gets
every once in a while. Not.
It's not crazy, but it's enjoyable.
Yeah. Let's see. It's not until through May until we're going to be out there on the trails, right? According to our governor, or something like that.
When it's time.
Somebody asked.
All in good time.
Yep. Somebody asked. All in good time. We can sacrifice a few months to keep people safe. We'll get back. It's not ideal. Man, boy, would I like to be out there on the trail. But we'll get out there soon enough.
Last day of our stay at home in Idaho. Slow open starts tomorrow. That's a slow open. I'm really excited when that'll start to happen in California, I think.
Somebody asked how many miles on our rig. It has 250,000 miles on it. Yeah. However, it does have a new engine as of last year, which has got about 5. Was it last year?
Yes.
Yes. Whew. Getting old.
Yeah, it was this time last year.
Yeah, this time last year. So it was in the shop. That's right. So about a year ago. So yeah, it's getting some miles on there, but it's got a new engine on it. And it is a 1996 Toyota Land Cruiser, FJ Cruiser. And man, does it go places.
FJ Cruiser?
That's not what I said. I said FZJ80. I was thinking of Mason. Where's Mason? Where's my FJ buddy Mason?
Oh man. As far as live events go for this year, we're putting a pause on them.
Ford Raptor.
So sorry, Rodrigo, but sir, I think you're in the Bay Area, if I recall. We want to do more like local meetups, weekend, as soon as we're able to gather together, do a couple rigs and coffees, plan trips.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And we'll be going on the trail as well. Hopefully I run into you guys out there.
Vince M, why did it need a new engine?
Because it blew it up. It blew up. It got to 240,000 miles on it and blew the head gasket. Did an interesting little hydrolock thing. Bent some rods. Scraped up some cylinders. Wasn't pretty. It was perfectly reliable until it wasn't.
I thought Jon Snow was Michael's twin, at least until the haircut. I'm telling you, my dog looks like the stand-in.
Engines are overrated.
For Tom Hanks in Castaway right now.
Yeah. Rodrigo, get to a Pleasanton meetup. That's right. We got our Pleasanton, there's a Pleasanton meetup that is real close to us.
Mason's here now.
Been to a couple. Hey, Mason, what's going on?
Mason.
Your engine's about to go, Mark. Yeah, I hear ya. Hey, guys, Unknown Direction, what's going on? Shot you a message, buddy, just earlier today. See, there, Overland Expo, we'll see. Don't think so. It's a shame. Let's see. You rolled over 250K in your 4Runner. Yep, that's getting up there. That's getting up there. You could get a lot. Here's a little bit of trivia, you guys. Sorry, I don't want you guys to leave because I'm about to go down a rat hole, all right? Stick around. We'll get back to answering questions and stuff. I'm not going to go too far down the rat hole. Interestingly, the North American FJ80 has a EGR valve, and there's some venting that happens through the head and causes the head gasket to fail near the rear two-cylinder heads. They don't have the problem overseas in other areas, but we do here, creates a weakness. And so that's what happened. Head gasket went.
Okay.
So for your Forerunner, maybe it'll go another 250. Who knows? Maybe it doesn't have that weakness.
Okay, jumping in here.
Yep.
Lee, hi.
Hi, Lee.
We did. So we picked up, when I went to Wagon today to pick up another batch of the Wayfinders. Wayfinders coming soon, guys, coming soon.
Cool.
Alex gave me a box that we can make face shields with, and then we can donate them. We're going to work with Chris. They did a GoFundMe. They put together these DIY face shields for first responders, just personal protective PPE.
Cool.
And so we're going to use a glue gun and staples and have all the things. I got it all. And Lee was
Craft day.
very instrumental in making that happen.
Awesome. Thank you, Lee.
And then, so we're going to have a little project this weekend, and then we'll talk to Chris. Chris did a good job kicking it off.
Cool.
They did a GoFundMe. I believe they raised $4,500 in 2 days, got all the materials. It's like 27 cents a face shield, and now it's just putting them together. So, good job, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep.
94 Cruiser with lockers. What about
I like it. No, there's Chase is asking everybody to comment with what they're driving.
Oh, got it.
Yep.
Good game, Chase.
Checking
Awesome.
in from the coal plant in Minnesota, man. That's a
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
The 96 has lockers as well, just for the record. Ohio Valley, what's going on, man? Ohio Valley Overland.
Going to camp at Expo East this year, so long as we can.
So long as we can, so long as there's an Expo East. What's the difference between overlanding and off-roading?
None.
It's all the same. There does tend to be like if you're, it's like different kinds of boating to me, right?
Oh, here we go.
No, it is. You've got canoes, you've got speedboats, you've got jet boats, you've got yachts, you've got all kinds of different things, right? So it depends on how you define off-roading and how you define overlanding. For me, I like to think that in my rig, I could hit the road and not come back.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas if I was...
You might happen to go off-road.
And you might happen to go off-road, yeah. If I was going to build a off-road vehicle that was strictly for, rock crawling and off-road performance, I would build it differently because I might even trailer it to the trail and have big old 40s on it or above. And
Tivot has a good point. Overlanding gears more toward a vehicle that's also roadworthy. And
yeah,
yep.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds kind of like in alignment. Off-roading becomes a sport at some point, right? And I guess overlanding could be too, but I want to be able to drive my rig from the West Coast to the East Coast and beyond, and down through Baja, and
again, you might have
long term
off-road if you want to.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy the very capable aspect of my vehicle. I mean, it is a billy goat out there.
I like it. So there's
Tank.
something, the good JCF and Bob Anthony are using time as a distinguisher. I totally dig that. Because I get it, like off-roading can be 1 or 2 days and overlanding is longer, because that speaks to the technique and the preparation of overlanding.
It's a valid parameter, but I do think that if you are doing, a lot of us, you work the 9 to 5, you can only get 2 days, you can only get 3 days. Still, if you're going long distances and you're doing a lot of highway miles and you have a kind of an enduro, on-road, off-road capable vehicle that has all the life support that you need, I think it still categorizes as overlanding. It's just a smaller.
You know what, at the end of the day?
Vehicle-dependent travel.
But also, like...
Does your rig supply everything you need to survive? Food, water, shelter, capability, all that kind of stuff. Yes.
Are you having fun?
Are you having fun?
Yes or no? Are you more interested in getting into debates about off-road, overland?
Do what you can, Mason. That's right. Do what you can.
There's just some people, amuses me how twisted people can get about
what's
these
awesome,
definitions.
I'll tell you what, though, what's awesome, what I've seen over the last few years, and I just think it's amazing, is, you know, I have to say, and this is an old drum I have to stop beating because it's not as true anymore, but when Overland Bound first started, one of the reasons I started it was because it seemed like people had very rigid definitions of what overlanding was. It's about the journey, not the destination. No, sometimes I just want to get to the Grand Canyon, right? So what? It's about, you know, it's about this, it's about that, it's about crossing borders. You got to be traveling internationally. It can't be less than, you know, 15 days. It's got to be over 30. And people would just like drill down. And I was just like, you know what? Calm down. It's about getting out there, having fun, having you know, it's vehicle-dependent travel. Your vehicle is going to provide all of the support you need for the trip that you are planning. We're having fun. That's it. You are prepared. You are safe, and all those things. But you got to define it for yourself.
Yep.
And I think there's more fun in that.
Jack Walsh, run what you brung.
Run what you brung, man. And be safe. And that's what it's all about, right?
And then the reason why we don't do too many debates is because at the core, Michael's the type of person who, he doesn't talk about it much. He doesn't talk about it because he's too busy being about it.
Don't talk about it, be about it. Land use.
Stoner's here.
Proper land use.
Working
Don't
class
talk about it, be about it.
No
Put your boots on the ground, pick up a shovel. Right, Stoner? Stoner.
Don't talk about it.
Right?
Be about it.
He was out there with me. He was like, you know what? Trail needs cleanup. We're going to clean up.
Yes,
let's go.
The working class overland crew.
Let's grab a shovel
awesome.
and get out there. And anyway, we've helped in collaboration with a lot of great folks, helped to reopen a lot of...
If it's not broken, Michael, let your wife speak.
I do.
I agree.
I really do.
Who else is here?
She's got no issues in that department. You don't need no defending. You don't need defending. You say what you want.
Yes. How long of a trip would you recommend for someone just getting started? Start with a weekend.
Yeah, that'd be great. Especially if you have a new vehicle.
Let your wife speak. Using a talking stick. Yes.
A talking stick.
Yes. Okay. So, a weekend trip is a really good way to start.
Let's see. Especially if you have a new rig, even if you've got a lot of experience and you've been trail riding, if you have a new rig, you know, blow the carbon out of them cylinders. Take it on a journey. Load it up with some equipment and take a quick trip. Go off road, but make sure you're not too far off grid, and you know, break it in. Steve Weatherall is trying to keep the hashtag Let Your Wife Speak momentum going. .tm. Yeah. Who else? Yeah. Who else did I see? You guys, it's really okay. So, thank you all for being here. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. It's good to see. It helps us not go so crazy. Yeah, and please talk to each other in chat. Talk to us. Thanks for posting my article on Red River. Oh, yes, Jason, thank you. Thank you for sharing it. I really appreciate it. And it took me a while to get it going. But, guys, if you go to overlandbound.com, go a couple articles back. Jason wrote a write-up on his trip. Just go there. It's the Red River Gorge article. And, Jason, thank you for sharing that. It was really good. I am jumping out of my seat. I do want to go. I really I'll be honest with you guys, you know, I've been like, you know, the half smile you do when you're trying to pretend like everything's okay? I'm fine. I was really feeling it the other day. The other day I was like, man, I need to freaking get out. But I'm fine now. You know who's here? Who? Reuben Clark. Hey, Reuben Clark, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Through the... Corey in charge. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. That's right. We did freeze-dried food and instant coffee yesterday. those things were awesome. Thanks,
Yeah.
Photo Nerds, for you guys that hung with me. So we do we stick to overlanding, but of course, you know, we are on YouTube and we do share things on Instagram. So we take pictures and we do shoot video. So I did a video the other day on the camera equipment that I use. So thanks for hanging in with me for that. I know it was a little bit off topic for the channel, but I wanted to cover it because, you know, some folks had mentioned. And I think what I'm going to do is I'll shoot a quick one about how I travel with the gear, because I got a great, you know, way to organize kit. So I might do a quick one on how to organize the camera gear.
I like those videos because while
cool. Camping in the backyard with the family. Awesome.
Like just going by the numbers on those videos, they're not like wildly like crazy popular, but the engagement on them, people are like commenting like,
all in.
Very specific.
Thank you.
And then
so that's good
like
too,
the
right?
average watch time on those is like
really high.
Really high.
Yeah. Now, thanks, man.
Will, not necessary.
Will, well, thank you.
Wow. Okay, wait.
So now, when you guys when you throw out ideas for videos, since we are doing a video a day, it's likely that your video idea might get done, because we are like cranking out the topics. So, you know.
So Will wants to know.
Ham radio use, I see that.
Any advice?
I see your idea there.
Talking stick. Any advice to a newbie with a new Rubicon? I'm a new member and got some basic recovery gear.
Great.
Galley gear and a winch is next. Any tips?
Yeah. Take it slow and build up over time. The vehicle that you just mentioned, that Rubicon, is way capable of scaring the bejesus out of you. It is a super capable rig right off the showroom floor. It will go the places you want to go. So just take it slow. And when we can get together again, go out with some folks that have a little bit of experience and can run you through the basics, can spot you on the trail. It'll take a little while before you start to feel the trail, you know, not straddling the bumps, but driving over them and things of that nature. So just take it slow and build up your experience over time.
Stoner has a good call out.
Yeah.
I would imagine specifically because it involves a Jeep, but he said buy used parts.
Oh,
or
yeah.
Craigslist it, look around. You do not have to go, I was going to say pretty princess, but that's fine if you do the pretty princess thing. But the
7P Overland for training, they are excellent.
Yeah.
Those guys, we will definitely endorse 7P Overland. They are really, really good. Just a really great group of guys. Overland
Pioneers, what's up, man? What's up? I like seeing everybody. Ruben had an 80 series in his shop today. Ruben, what were you doing to it?
Functional parts before looks.
For sure.
Yeah. So on that note, for someone getting started, sliders before light bars.
Lockers before lights.
Lockers before lights. So
sliders before light bars. Like everything.
So
basically lighting just gets kicked to the end.
Basically,
of whatever,
it's from the ground.
Like
from
fancy quip. People come up.
Yeah. From the ground up, basically. First thing is tires. You know, whether you go all-terrain or you go all in with the mud terrains. You know, second is going to be, it's either going to be lift or sliders, depending on your tire size. Sometimes you need to get your lift before you get your tires. So you just got to, you know, go through it practically.
Selena Berry calling us out.
Jeez.
133,000 followers, but less than 200 views. Update your content.
Oh my goodness.
Like, we do that every day, dude.
Sell. That's not spam, you guys. That commenter is not, it's not spam.
Well, he told us.
Yeah. Let's see. Any outings coming up? Oh boy. Well, you know, we've talked about this a little bit. We do want to go to the Sierras. I call it the Sierras. I know Sierra is already plural. It's the Sierras to me. Sierras instead of the
singular.
Sierra.
The Sierras.
The Sierras. You know, I'd love to go up by Alpine Lake, Bear Valley. I'd love to head out there. I'd love to go to Alabama Hills with some of the crew. Jack, man, thanks. That's a big compliment. Yeah, it's not, you know, just, yeah.
Have you hit all spots on your bucket list?
No, not even close. I would like to, you want to hear something crazy? I would like to, in completely impractical fashion, ship the 80 series to the tip of South America and drive home. I would love to do that. Now, I've been told, just buy a rig when you're down there and drive it back. But I would love to do that route.
They're still using the hashtag.
The Overland Bound emblem does add horsepower, but additionally, it is, and I think all the members, watching right now, you guys, I think you also all know, and I see you guys uphold our values every single day. You know that emblem stands for our founding principles. So when people see that emblem, that's what it stands for, and you can tell them that. Be kind, be nice, be safe, be prepared. Doesn't matter what you drive. It matters where you drive it. You know, all those things. Leave it better than you found it. Those are all in our founding principles. That's what that emblem stands for. And you can point people to the website and you can say, about founding principles. And people can read about what that emblem stands for.
Hey, speaking of founding principles, we're continuing to talk with Tread Lightly, to the Tread Lightly team, and they were working to bring some education to the table for all members, and in general, getting the word out about their organization and what they're doing. So that's coming. We hope to have their team members on a live next week, I hope.
Great.
Depending on everyone's internet and our sound. Yeah. Somebody asked.
Make it better. Is Australia and Mac? Australia is in my bucket list, and I've been there many times. And been out on the trail with my friends Lewis and Blake and many others out there in Brisbane. We did Condamine Gorge. Holy cow! Jeez.
Guys, no. That's
guys.
crazy.
Wow! Thank you guys.
Hey.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Well, they have questions too.
So. I love Australia. I would love to travel further into the interior, but I love Australia and I need to get back there. And it's been like 3 years since I've been to Australia. I would love to go back.
So,
hey, New Hampshire.
Sabertooth HD 60 frames per second. What is the best off-roading trail you guys been on?
Okay. You'll have yours and I'll have mine.
So I'm trying to narrow it down. Golly, just for like nostalgia, consistency, I'd say, Slick Rock.
Yep.
I like camping by the water there.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
That's a fantastic. So Slick Rock Trail is up by Lake Alpine on Highway 4 up here in more northern California. It's a fantastic trail, and I've got to say that my favorite trail, maybe not technically or from a scenic perspective, but my favorite trail is probably Corral Hollow Trail, which is in that same area, because many of you guys know the story. You remember, and maybe you're even going through dark time in your life right now, or maybe you remember dark times. We've all had them. I had a very dark period in my life, and that's when I just said, screw this, I'm doing it wrong. And bought the 80 Series Land Cruiser and headed to the mountains. And that was the first trail I went on, and it changed my life. No kidding. And so it's for emotional reasons, that's my favorite trail. I know the spot, and I go back there often.
Eddie Coyote, can you explain the money popping up? This is the first chat I've done. I couldn't. We didn't know
it could happen. It's certainly not expected, but it's appreciated, and thank you for doing. Thank you.
I'm gonna
we don't know
Austin.
how it works.
We're gonna answer a bunch of questions.
Okay.
But Austin has one. Hey guys, hi Austin, how are you? Thanks for the vids during this time. What do you consider the difference between easy versus medium versus hard trails per trail site? This is a great question.
Yeah.
Because what's hard to some is easy to others.
And man, I really appreciate that fact, because I'll go bombing down a trail, and our good friend Dave, he asked me about a trail, and I'm like, it's easy, and I just went like bombing down this rocky trail, and it was the hardest trail he had ever been on, and he was like, that is not easy. So for me, what becomes really difficult is when body damage is likely and rollover or off camber can happen relatively quickly. And you might be surprised to know that we go on trails like that quite frequently, where if you are not paying attention, one time you're going down the trail and everything's fine, and the next moment you've ripped off all your mud, all your fender, your fenders.
Stoner says easy is stock 4-wheel drive or high clearance. Medium,
thank you, Stoner.
Medium, taller tires and traction aids. Hard, you're gonna break stuff, so bring parts.
Yep.
That's accurate.
That's accurate. And that happens. That's one of the things about overlanding and this lifestyle, this whole adventure is necessary lifestyle, is that things do occur. But when things like that happen, that's when you're reminded that you're human and you get in touch with a very visceral part of yourself. And, you do come back, you are prepared, but...
Circle back on that for a second. But Unknown Direction, why don't you build your own off-road trailer for fun? I am building an Unknown Direction Edition 1 right now. It's keeping me from going crazy since no one can leave their houses these days. That's a good project. Yeah, a
little fabrication project would be awesome.
I think the biggest reason why we don't do build projects, first of all, we gotta get our drawer system done.
We do small build projects, but not big ones.
Yeah, we need more space. I mean, we don't have a backyard, we have a side yard.
I want to address
Overland Command just finished theirs. I want to see it.
Borderline Explorer.
Overland Command, put your Instagram or whatever people do these days so I can see it. I want to see it.
Asked if I was technically inclined. Nah, it's not that. If it's not broke, fix it. It's not that. I have some tools and they're good, but I can't. Anyway. I have lived in the past. I had a very complete garage. I do not at this point in my life.
Okay.
So maybe I need more tools.
Okay, Jay Midland, wondering if this is the right group for me, as I'm not sure about doing difficult trails. 60-year-old newly. What or who is your membership for? I'm going to jump in there.
Great.
So what you'll find, as far as Overland Bound goes as a membership, as an organization, what you will find is a group of like-minded people who are focused on exploration in the outdoors, vehicle-dependent travel. We've created an entire platform that allows people to connect, to share information, to share resources, and everything from the map with all the different points of interest, and to Rally Point, which allows people to either plan trips or start up a Rigs and Coffee. We find that people, a lot of the time, just want to connect with people in their area, pop the hood, kick the tires, talk about what they're going to do next, get information, get inspiration. So Overland Bound as an organization is purely focused on connecting people so they can go further, do more, and explore.
Yep. And you can,
a long elevator pitch.
And you can, I mean, the community is what it's all about, and there's all kinds of different overlanding styles.
Yep.
Some folks we have we have folks that have very modestly built Subarus that basically stick to the dirt roads and don't get too technical. To really hardcore built out rock crawlers that are just impressive as anything. And then we have, folks that go out for a weekend and folks that actually live in their vehicle and travel the world. So it's quite a diverse community.
There was a comment up above, and I apologize if I missed it. This might be the same person, about, I'm getting started, I'm in my 60s, and I have this vehicle. And in general, the start as long as you can go where you want to go safely and get back home.
And that's what that's the support.
Age doesn't matter.
That's the support of the community is, and we'll always reiterate, like, if you go through our founding principles, you can kind of see what we stand for, and shout out to the community right now. You guys make it so. The community is going to help you to be prepared to do what you want to do. And just be like, okay, well, they're going to give you advice on your build, advice on the equipment that you need, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. The other thing about our community, like on the real level, with all 210 of you, we don't. Robert's. Our community guidelines are pretty much like, don't be a tool bag. Like, don't be a jerk. Don't be a troll. Yeah. We're here to talk about overlanding. Yeah. We help each other. We don't rig shame or rookie flame. There's no such thing as a stupid question. And that, to me, is just the basics. You can come to our forums, and there are no... We have hoses on standby for flame wars.
Brad. Yep. Yes, if we can go out. Yes, if we can make it. If the East Expo happens, we'll be there. Yeah.
Oh, Stoner Mason is like 80 and he comes out all the time. Ouch.
That's what I was laughing at. Miss you guys.
Ask me how I really feel about. Okay. One more thing. I mean, because we're live and it's our closest 212 friends, 13 friends. We have a great team of moderators on our forums. They're super, just very respectful, very awesome. Jim, shout out to Jim. We've had a few people send messages because they post something inflammatory. Like, if you're attacking somebody's looks, somebody's appearance, somebody's personality, if you're going after a personal attack, you're warned. So somebody sent a message and they're like, this is the First Amendment and I can say what I want, and okay, cool, yes, you can. Please go somewhere else and say it.
So it doesn't matter what you drive. I always have to let people know what that means. Toyota, Jeep, Land Rover, doesn't matter. It totally matters where you drive it. And so, like, if you want to rock crawl or you want to go on the Rubicon, well, you need a certain type of vehicle, and it does matter what vehicle you drive where. It depends on how you're going to use the vehicle.
Overland Command. Sean, it doesn't matter what you drive. It totally matters what I drive.
Actually, right? That's totally valid, right? Like, I did a video the other day that was like, I'll never get rid of the 80. Yep. Right? It matters to me. Yep. That is the perfect vehicle for what I do for me right now. That is the perfect vehicle for me, but not for everyone. Yeah. All right, shall we? Wrap this little shindig up before people get bored?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, you guys.
Anyone run Shut Eye Peak by Norfolk lately? Wink, wink. Uh-oh. What are you doing?
You drive an 80. Cool. Right on, you guys. Hey, thanks for hanging out again. We really do appreciate it. We're going to wrap this up.
There's a couple little bit more things. Overland Command, I had 16 Jeeps over the years, finally got a Yoda.
Awesome. Jeeps are cool, too.
I wonder what that experience
I like
was
Jeeps.
like. Okay, everyone's saying goodbye. I appreciate that.
Thanks, you guys.
Yes.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll probably do a live video like once a week or something to connect with you guys. Hey, Neil, what's going on?
Hey, Michael, I met you twice at the last 2 Overland Expo events. Thank you so much for producing so much content for everyone at home. Really appreciate you guys very much. Thank you. Our pleasure. Toodles, Stoner, out. What's up?
Okay.
Hasta luego.
Here we go. And
really appreciate it.
And is it this button here? Is it this one right here? So confusing.
Push the button.
See you guys. See you soon.
Push the button.
And